Hey there, fellow soil enthusiasts. If you're anything like me, you've probably found yourself standing in your garden, cardboard box in one hand, wondering if you should be doing something fancier with all that carbon. Maybe you've heard the buzz about biochar and thought, is this just another gardening trend, or is there something real here? Well, grab your favorite gardening beverage because we're diving deep into one of the most interesting debates in soil health: biochar versus cardboard. And trust me, the answer might surprise you. Let's start with what most of us already know and love. Cardboard has been the go-to soil amendment for gardeners practicing sheet mulching, lasagna gardening, or just trying to smother some stubborn weeds. I've used countless boxes in my own garden, and there's something deeply satisfying about watching that Amazon delivery transform into rich, dark soil. Cardboard breaks down relatively quickly, typically within 6 months to 2 years, depending on your climate and soil conditions. During this process, it feeds the soil food web beautifully. The cellulose fibers become a feast for bacteria and fungi, which in turn feed other beneficial organisms. As cardboard decomposes, it releases nutrients slowly and helps build soil structure. Plus, it's free or nearly free for most of us, which makes it incredibly accessible. The beauty of cardboard lies in its immediate benefits. It suppresses weeds by blocking light, retains moisture in the soil beneath it, and provides a carbon source that balances out all that nitrogen-rich green material we're always adding. When you're building new garden beds or reclaiming lawn space, cardboard is like that reliable friend who shows up with pizza and a good attitude. But here's where things get interesting. Cardboard is a temporary solution. It does its job and then it's gone, integrated into your soil. You're constantly needing to add more organic matter to maintain soil health. Now, let's talk about biochar, and I'll admit I was skeptical at first. Biochar sounds fancy and expensive, right? But here's the thing, humans have been creating biochar, often accidentally, for thousands of years. The ancient Amazonians created terra preta, or black earth, that's still incredibly fertile today, centuries later. That's not a typo. We're talking about soil that was enriched hundreds of years ago and is still outperforming regular soil. Biochar is essentially charcoal made specifically for soil amendment. It's created through a process called pyrolysis, where organic materials are burned at high temperatures with limited oxygen. What you end up with is a highly porous, carbon-rich material that's remarkably stable in soil. And by stable, I mean it can persist for hundreds or even thousands of years. The magic of biochar lies in its structure. Under a microscope, it looks like a sponge city with an incredible surface area. 1 gram of biochar can have a surface area equivalent to half a football field. All those tiny pores become homes for beneficial microorganisms and act like tiny water and nutrient reservoirs. When you add biochar to your soil, you're essentially installing permanent infrastructure for your soil ecosystem. Here's where we need to get real about what each material actually does in your garden over time. In the short term, cardboard often wins on convenience and immediate impact. You can lay it down today and start seeing benefits tomorrow. Your weeds get smothered, your soil stays moist, and within months you've got beautiful, workable soil. Biochar, on the other hand, requires a bit more understanding and patience. Fresh biochar is actually pretty inert. It needs to be charged with nutrients and colonized by microorganisms before it really shines. Many experienced gardeners mix biochar with compost or soak it in compost tea before adding it to the soil. This initial step is crucial, and it's where some people get disappointed because they expect immediate miracles. But here's the thing about the long game. Biochar is playing chess while cardboard is playing checkers. Once biochar is established in your soil, it continues working for decades. It improves water retention, which means you're watering less over time. It provides habitat for beneficial microbes that persists through droughts, floods, and harsh winters. It helps prevent nutrient leaching, keeping fertilizers where your plants can actually use them. I've got sections of my garden where I added biochar 5 years ago, and, honestly, the difference is still noticeable compared to areas where I've only used cardboard and other organic matter. The biochar areas bounce back faster from stress, retain moisture better during dry spells, and just seem to have more life in them. So, which one wins? Honestly, it's not really a competition. They're different tools for different jobs, and, the smart gardener uses both strategically. Use cardboard when you're building new beds, suppressing weeds, or adding organic matter that you want to break down and feed your soil food web. It's perfect for annual applications in situations where you want relatively quick decomposition. Cardboard is your workhorse for ongoing soil maintenance. Use biochar when you're making a long-term investment in soil structure and want to create permanent improvements. It's especially valuable in challenging soils, whether that's heavy clay that needs better drainage or sandy soil that needs improved water retention. Think of biochar as infrastructure investment. You don't need to add it everywhere or all at once. Even adding it to just your permanent beds or around perennial plants creates lasting benefits. In my own garden, I use cardboard in my annual vegetable beds and for path suppression, but I've been strategic about adding biochar to my perennial beds, around fruit trees, and in areas where I'm trying to build really exceptional soil for the long haul. It's not cheap, but when you realize you're making an improvement that might outlive you, the cost per year becomes pretty reasonable. The truth is, the best soil isn't built with any single ingredient. It's built with knowledge, patience, and using the right materials at the right time. Both biochar and cardboard have earned their place in my garden toolkit, and they can in yours too. If you found this deep dive helpful and want more real talk about what actually works in the garden, hit that subscribe button and share this with your gardening friends. Let's keep growing together, one shovelful of knowledge at a time. And hey, drop a comment and let me know what you're using in your garden. Are you team cardboard, team biochar, or like me, are you playing both sides? Let's learn from each other.